Microbreaks, magic, what the heck is that all about? Well, I'll tell you, the topic goes straight to the core of a major concept that we teach here at the Trichotillomania Relief Specialist. It's an idea and a concept that when our clients embrace it, and when they do the right things with it, it makes it so much easier for them to stop pulling than it ever would have been if they hadn't. So what's the magic all about? And most importantly, how can you benefit right away from what I'm going to teach you in this video starting here today? Well, stay tuned. We're going to get right to it. Okay, welcome back. So first, what are microbreaks? Well, everybody knows what a break is, right? You're in the middle of something, maybe something you don't necessarily enjoy, but it's something you know you got to get done. So you spend some time with that, and after a little while, something tells you you need to get up and stretch your legs. And so that's what you do. You walk around, get yourself a drink, check for messages on your phone, and after a few minutes, you know it's time to go back to work. So we all know what that is, right? Now that's what a lot of people do. But you know what? A lot of people don't take breaks as often as they should. And some don't take breaks at all, even when they know darn well they really probably should. So why would that be? Well, the reason we hear most from our clients who tend to have operated in this way before they met us is that they don't think they have the time to do that. Like they can't spare the few minutes it would require to give themselves the break some part of them is telling them they really need. Like 10 or 15 minutes off to get up and get something to snack on, that's out of the question. Why? Well, because they've just got too much to do. They'll never be able to finish everything if they stop to take a break, even for a few minutes. Nope, they have no choice but to just sit there and push and push and push until it's finally all done, no matter what time that might be. You wouldn't happen to know anybody like that, would you? Now, whether or not the person actually gets the message and takes a break when they need to, that doesn't change the fact that they may well need a break. So would it be any wonder that after some period of time, 45 minutes or an hour and a half, 2 hours goes by, and that's when the person's hand starts wandering up to their hair and starts to mess around up there, and it may just be kind of a distraction for them, right? And as the minutes pass, the person's attention may subtly shift from what they were studying or what they were looking at or whatever they're working on to all of a sudden, before they know it, they dropped into something commonly known as the trick trance. Ever heard of that? So the trick trance is pretty much what it sounds like it is. The person sort of stops what they're doing, usually something they don't quite enjoy to begin with, and before you know it, they become singularly focused on what this or that hair feels like, or which hairs feel strange or different or out of place. And they just spend the next few minutes, and some may spend the entire next hour, just feeling around through their hair and pulling on this one and tugging on that one. And before you know it, a fair amount of time has gone by. And it could be that a fair amount of hair is also now missing from this person's scalp or eyebrows or eyelashes or something else. Now, what's going on right then? Let's start with the premise that the body, the mind, never does anything. In other words, never directs your interest toward anything that it doesn't think is of value for this person. Not even someone phasing out and dropping into a trick trance. There is always what we call a positive purpose for everything our bodies, our minds ever do, or might give us an urge to do. So what's the positive purpose of our bodies, our minds, even outside our conscious awareness? When we slip out of our perhaps stress-filled attention to this or that task and into the relative mindlessness of the trick trance. Well, here's the thing you need to know, especially for those of you who don't make taking breaks a priority, or maybe think you don't have the time to take breaks, and that is this. If you don't learn to recognize and then act on when you've had enough, that is, when you need to take a break from whatever it is you've been doing, your brain will find a way to do it for you. If necessary, it'll force a break upon you. What else do you think could be happening when there you are, busy, busy, busy? It's been going on way too long. You don't want to keep going, but you tell yourself you have to, right? And the next thing you know, your hand's in your hair, and without even realizing it, your focus has now faded from whatever you were working on to how this feels or how that feels. And you're not really thinking about much of anything. You're just in sort of a zone. Yeah, that's your brain forcing a break on you. Unfortunately, though, it's a break that hurts you, not helps you. So that's not the right kind of break, right? A break is a real break when it really helps you, not hurts you, like hair pulling absolutely does. So let's get back to our original question. So now you know what a break is, right? So then a micro break is just that. It is a mini break. And it's perfect for all of those of you who've decided that you don't really have time for a real break. All right? Let me give you some examples. A micro break for you could be that you stop what you're doing and you close your eyes and just spend 2 or 3 minutes doing some deep breathing. If you have an Apple Watch, your watch will actually time this for you. You have a little app on there, it's called the Mindfulness app. It's a little blue filled circle with some white circles inside of that. Now keep in mind that the best kind of break, even when we're talking about micro breaks, are going to be the kind where you just totally stop what you're doing and actually get up and move around, right? If all you did was get up and stretch and maybe step outside for a minute or 2 or 3 and smell and focus on the scent of the fresh air, that's a good little micro break. The point is, research has shown that even minor breaks like these, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute breaks, right? They don't have to be very long. If taken regularly, these micro breaks do worlds of good for you in terms of helping to inject a little thing called balance into your life. Now, I'm not going to go too far down this road in this particular video, as I've got some other videos here on this channel that really look at the issue of lifestyle and what tends to happen when you prioritize the balanced lifestyle versus what tends to happen when you don't. Suffice to say that if there were one overarching sort of meta message that we teach here at the Trichotillomania Relief Specialist, it's this. Big picture, lifestyle balance is the key. It's the holy grail of mental, physical, social, emotional, and psychological well-being, right? Some of this and some of that, but not too much of anything. That's the balance you're looking for. Why? Because when there's too much or too little of something in your life, and it could be anything, it's usually not good for you, right? Offhand, I can't think of any exceptions to that. Bottom line, research has shown that even what are called micro breaks can help make a huge difference for you. So if you think you just don't have the time to take real breaks, the truth is, you don't have to take a long break from work to be able to benefit from the mental and physical reset that happens when you get up and go do something else for just a bit. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes of that. It's considerably better than nothing at all. And then one final thing. You would think this is common sense, but I'm just going to come right out and say it. If you're too busy to take a break, then you're too busy, right? You stuff too many things into your life, and while you may have convinced yourself you're a victim of circumstance, more likely than not, it's you who did what it took to organize your life in such a way that you're too busy, right? That's not about blame or about fault, but it is about personal responsibility. It's about understanding that if you have the power to organize your life in such a way that it doesn't work for you, you also have the power to reorganize it in a way that it does. Percolate on that one for a while, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or if there's anything we can do to be of support for you. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and pound that like button, and please do subscribe to our channel. We'd love to be able to notify you when we have new content, more helpful videos coming your way. And you know what? Go ahead and hit that reply button below and leave us a comment. Talk to us. How did this video impact you? If you're watching this video at our Facebook community page, please leave a comment there. We'd love to meet and chat with you. In fact, if you have questions about trichotillomania or hair pulling in general and you're just not quite sure where to go for answers, please visit our website at www.trick-free.com. You'll see a Contact Us link at the upper right of all of our web pages. We do actually look through all of the questions that come into us very carefully, just like we do to the comments and questions that show up here at our YouTube channel, and we do our best to answer as many of those questions in these very videos as possible. Again, please do be sure to like and subscribe. We're here to entertain, inform, and most importantly, to empower you to begin taking control of your hair pulling in ways you probably never thought possible before. If you'd like to reach out to us directly to get some information about how we can help you or a loved one, feel free to visit our website at www.trick-free.com. If you'd like, you can write to us at relief@trick-free.com, and you can also call us at any time of day or night toll free at 833-TRICK-FREE. Thanks again for watching. I'm Robert Mantell with the Trichotillomania Relief Specialist. Here's wishing you an amazing trick-free week.